Hello everybody, I'm Tom Dorsey, President of Dorsey Wright & Associates. It's the 25th of February 2011, and today is training day. Well, I actually was going to put that shirt on, but I didn't put it on this morning. In fact, I wore a shirt yesterday that said raise the bar, and that's what I want you all to do as far as education is concerned. I want you to raise the bar, and one thing I want to say right now is go to our site on StockEasy and take a free trial. It says free trial there. Do it. Sign up for it and understand how technology can work for you. Now, I don't know if there's Jeopardy in India. There may very well be. I think it goes around the world. But Jeopardy here in the United States is one of the most difficult television programs. It's a word association type of program. And they had two of the best people ever on Jeopardy program, humans and one computer. And it was IBM, and the computer was called Watson. And this computer went again head-to-head with the other two contestants, the best. Now, I'm talking about the best in this word game in the world. Well, the computer beat them hands down. And it went to show you there's something going on here with computers and search engines. IBM probably has a new type of search engine coming out that will more than likely compete with Google, but that's beside the point. The point is that as far as technology is concerned, we were thinking about this and said, you know something? In our business, as far as investing is concerned, you can either be fired by Watson or you can hire Watson. And one of the most important things to do, I think, is to hire Watson. Because much of what you do as far as searching on a technical basis and a relative strength basis can all be done by computer. And that's why I want you to go to our website and sign up for a free trial and start using it. And if you'd like, Ben would be very happy to hold some webinars for you from here, DWA in Richmond, Virginia, and India, and show you exactly how to use it. I think it's really important. One of the things I did is I went on there, I said, okay, I'm going to use Watson. And I'm going to let it search for me today. And with your market having gone down 13% this month, I know you have clients and yourself are wondering what's going on. We were the strongest market for a very, very long time, and now we're getting into difficult times. The world is changing. The Middle East is beginning to blow up. Revolution everywhere. And you're wondering what's happening here. As a matter of fact, as I read the newspapers, I see they're beginning to have some problems with the food prices in India. So what happens with the markets is, as J.P. Morgan once said when he was asked, what do you think the market will do? He said it will fluctuate, and your markets are fluctuating. One of the things that you need to do is get a handle on relative strength, how to use relative strength, how to use computers for searching to cut down the work that you have to do to find the right stock. Now what I did is I went into the computer today, and I went to our search and sort capabilities on the Indian site, and I said, okay, what I'm interested in getting, number one, is technical attributes of 3, 4, and 5. Technical attributes of 3, 4, and 5 mean that I'm looking at the overall market relative strength versus the stock. Whether the stock is in a column of X's or a column of O's on this point and figure chart for a shorter term picture. The relative strength of the stock versus its peers. So if you're looking at a computer company like IBM, it'd be looking at the computer type of stocks. What is the chart in a column of X's or O's for short term, and is the stock above the trend line? In other words, is it moving upward? And I said, okay, I want 3s, 4s, or 5. I'll accept nothing less than that. And a 5 for 5 would mean every one of those things I just talked about were positive. I'll take 3. I then went over I went on our system to search, and I said, I want this stock to be in an uptrend, definitely. I want the point and figure chart to be on a buy signal, but I'm going to trick the system a little bit and say, you know, I want it on a buy signal, but I want that chart to be in a pullback. In other words, stocks inhale, stocks exhale. I want the stock to have inhaled on a buy signal and then pulled back to a support level. The system knows this, and it can search for that. It did that, and I went to the next piece of the search equation, and I said I want the weekly momentum to have turned positive between 0 and the last 4 weeks. The weekly momentum are two moving averages, and the intermediate term moving average, you'll notice this when you pull up a chart, click weekly momentum, you'll be able to see it green and red, and it'll be self-explanatory, but what I wanted was for this to have turned positive within the last 4 weeks. So the system is beginning to understand what I'm asking for. I want it above the trend line, and then I click Get Me the Stocks. Well, it gave me, I guess, about 21 or 25 stocks that met those requirements, because a lot of stocks have been going down lately. So I thought I'd give you some names of some of these stocks you might want to look for. These would be stocks, if your customers are calling up and saying, what do you want to buy now? What do you like? This is the way that you filter them out, and you get down to a point where you have a real buyable group of stocks for yourself. One of them here is, I hope my glasses can see this right, the lettering is kind of small. Andhara Bank, ABANK, or ANBANK. DWHRABANK. Boy, that's a long symbol. Nice pullback to support. Fantastic. The stock had broken the downtrend line in an uptrend, rallied up as high as 154 rupees and pulled right back to 134. This is a great opportunity to buy this. And we'll talk about options in 1 second too. Andhra Bank, same thing. In fact, I was just talking about the same bank, but one is on the IN exchange, one to Bombay. They look exactly the same. Let's look at Atlas Copco in India, LTD. Great looking chart, nice pullback almost to the middle of the bell curve. Bajaj Auto Limited, I have experience with that company, was our rickshaw would break down on our rickshaw trip from Pakistan down to Cochin. So I know Bajaj very well. Great people, great looking chart. Balkarijam Industries, BALKRISIND, and that has pulled back right to support from 150 down to 134. FAG Bearings in India, LTD, a massive pullback up at 980, pulled back to 800, nice support level. GlaxoSmithKline in the pharmaceuticals, very strong uptrend. In fact, Pfizer I pulled up here. I may hit that in a second. I hope I did print it out. But Pfizer looks fantastic also in the pharmaceuticals. Chart looks great here. Let's see, Greenply Industries, GREENPLY, nice pullback to support, was 204. Last few days has pulled back to 188. Great opportunity to buy. Trend is still up. Luminax Industries, or Lumax Industries Limited, LUMAXIND is the symbol. That stock was at 410, has pulled right back to 310, so 100 rupees pullback, great opportunity to buy it. And Pfizer, as I mentioned, I thought I had pulled this up. Same kind of chart as GlaxoSmithKline. Now, one of the things that you want to think about here is the use of options. And I've got a great options presentation that I would love to give to you in India when I get there the next time. But when you think about options, you're buying time with options. And what I want you to do is when you think about this particular stock like Pfizer, I'm sure is optionable, think in terms of buying yourself a 3-month call at the money, struck where the price of the stock is. When you're buying options, you're buying time. Use that time. Hold those options all the way to expiration day. Then you take the emotion totally out of the equation. So buy the call, hang in there until the end, and you'll find throughout the year you'll have some absolutely massive gains with no emotion involved in the trade at all. That's all we have for the India Minute this week. We'll catch you next week.